Everybody. Welcome to this episode of ReCode TV with me, your host, speaker, author, master motivator, Yakima, here with today's ReCode episode to uplift, encourage, and inspire you. And I do this through my gift that God so blessed me with, which is through speaking and imparting words of encouragement up on you. So, for today's ReCode topic, I can't even use the word excited, which I do all the time, about this episode. The word for this episode is my word for 2020, which is dunamis, okay? Which talks about the great explosive power of something supernatural outside of ourselves, okay? So, for today's topic, for me to break it down to you all, I want to say that it's all about being counted out. This ReCode episode is for the people that have been given up on. It's for the people that people counted out. It's for people who counted themselves out. It's for people who look like they were never going to be able to make a comeback. It's for the people who just, everybody said it could not be done. Okay? It could not be done. And so, it's a new season, right? For everybody who has been counted out, for everybody who has ever been doubted, for everybody that maybe you have shared your dreams with, your hopes with, and people wanted to see you fail. There is a new season in 2020 coming. 2020, right? If you know anything about vision, and I'm lucky enough to have had and still do 2020 vision my entire life. I've never worn glasses, never worn contacts. They challenged me at the optometrist, and I can go all the way down to the bottom of the line as far as reading the words and reading the letters, right? So I've always had 2020 vision. Shout out to my mom, rest in peace, who told me that eating carrots really helped me. So I ate a lot of carrots so that I could, I've always been an overachiever in my life. So I ate so many carrots to ensure that I had 2020 vision. Okay. Whether that really works or not, I don't know. But let's move on to the topic. That's just a little bit of insight to me. So for everyone who's ever been counted out in your life, I want to say that I feel as though in the atmosphere in the world today that there's a new dynamic, a new transition, something that's happening for everybody that looked like they could not achieve, they could not accomplish, they were not good enough, that there's a new season coming around. And some people gonna have to eat their words and eat their actions in 2020. And so I want to talk to those people who felt as though maybe no one was with you during your most lowliest time of life. Maybe no one ever encouraged you in your hopes or dreams, and you're right on the brink of doing something that they don't know. That's the best way to do things. You're right on the brink of greatness, right? It is inevitable that it's going to happen. And so I want to talk to those people on today. If you've ever been counted out in your life, count it as a blessing. That's right. Count it as a blessing, because those people were your motivation. Those people is what was helping you drive to your measure, your new measure of success. And it's going to be those same people. Get this. I'm excited. Get this. It's going to be those same people that's going to have to come back to you. And they're going to have to request things from you. They're going to need you at some point in life. And what I want to say to my counted out people, persons, I know you like, I can't wait for them to come ask me. I know. You know what I want you to do? I want you to entreat those people in love. I know y'all thought I was going in a harder direction than that, but no. Really. I want you to entreat those people with love. It's not their fault that they did not see your ability. It's not their fault that they had a limited scope based on their own perception. Let me tell you something about people who count others out. People who don't acknowledge the greatness. The people that are so how can I say, the people that are so in their personal limitation, they did not have the ability or capability to think or see where you were going, and so they need to be forgiven for that. Let me say that again. Some people, let me phrase it in layman's terms. Some people simply are not smart enough. They simply don't have the capability, the ability. They simply do not have the wherewithal to have the conversations that you were trying to have with them, because they cannot have those conversations for themselves. ReCode moment. Some people that we have been trying to extract things from, they never had the capability to give us what we needed anyway, or what you needed anyway. So it's not their fault. It's not their fault. But it's your responsibility to respond in love. I know that's hard. I know that's a challenge. I know if you're like me, there's a part of you that's like, what? Watch me. I'm just keeping it 100, right? Seriously. But I don't want you to do that. Well, maybe do it for like 5 seconds, because we are human, right? We are excused that amount. But no, you just do what you feel. I'm just kidding, y'all. But in all seriousness, we cannot expect people, if your auntie, if your uncles, if your pastor, if they've been teaching and preaching the same things for over 50 years, it is very likely that they're not going to change. They're going to be stuck in their ways, okay? So they don't have the ability to think. They don't have the capability to understand a new dynamic of things, and that's not their fault, okay? Your only responsibility, if you've ever been counted out in your life, is to get with people that will get in the ring with you and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to be counted in. That's right. I'm going to be counted in with your hopes, with your dreams, with your passion, with the thing that you want to do. You know what? I'm all in with you. Even if it's just an encouraging word, a text, even if it's sending you articles or telling you about a book, even if it's just saying this right here, I believe in you. I believe in you. 4 little words that have the most dynamic, dunamis meaning. I believe in you. So some people are consistently and constantly searching for whatever their purpose is in life. And a lot of times purpose is born out of frustration, is born out of lack, is born out of people being counted out. If you look at some of the most prestigious superstars, at some point in their life, Lizzo, Tyler Perry, Ellen, at some point in their life, they were counted out. You can't do this. You're too different. You're too big. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're too black. You're too white. For some reason, they were given, you're too tall. You're too short. For some, they were given you're not rich enough. They were given a reason to be counted out. But that season is over. The very people in 2020 that were counted out are the very people that will make the most influential changes in the upcoming decades. Watch what I tell you. So it's not your responsibility. Let me get the words right. It's not your responsibility to be on some get back, so to speak. Although to our flesh, that feels good. But the purpose of ReCode and the purpose of why I do what I do is because I have been counted out multiple times in my own life. Multiple times people have counted me out. But I've always delivered and I've always superseded expectation because I know who I am. I operate in a supernatural way. And for those people looking for dunamis power in 2020, it's going to require you to understand, to accept that you're different. You're not going to be the same. It's going to be uncomfortable. But your impact, your influence is so necessary right now that it's no longer a choice for you to hide behind closed doors. Bring them out. No. Right? You can no longer hide behind closed doors because the necessity for what you have is going to be so great. There's going to be an internal pulling. There's going to be an internal force that says, I want to sit down, but I can't. I remember all the negative things people said about me, but my necessity to bring my gift, to bring what I have into the world is so great that I can no longer sit. I have to act. And in 2020, that's going to be what is required. I'm right here with you. Trust me. Sometimes I wish I could lay my gift to the side because it's easier to be like everyone else. It's easier to be like everyone else. It's easier not to rock the boat. It's easier to conform. But the world would miss out on my gift, which is speaking. I live for it. When I'm speaking, whether it's like doing videos or whether it's in talking to a group of people, I'm in my element. And whatever your gift is, whatever that feeling is for you, when you do what you were born to do, what naturally came to you, what you didn't have to study for or practice, what people recognize in you automatically. 2020, that's power. That's how we give glory in our creativity, in sharing our gift with the world. So, for everyone that's ever been counted out, and we all have at some point, the difference between those in 2020, the difference between those, period, that say, you know what, I'm going to still chase after that which I desire and I seek because my purpose and my gift is calling me at such a high level, right? That I'm at a decision point in my life that either what I need to do, what I have to do is much greater than the naysayers in my life. We all have to get there. That's up to you. But as for me and my house, we will press toward the mark. And I hope you do as well. That's today's episode of ReCode TV. Count it out, but you're not out. Find the people in your life that's going to say, you know what, I'm counting in with you. I support you. I encourage you. But most of all, find the person or the people or the space that says, I believe in you. And if no one else ever tells you, I hope that you can say that I, speaker, author, master motivator, or my calling in life is to be an encourager of people, to say, you know what, you can do this, and I mean it in a sincere and honest way. In a sincere and honest way, because I have been in the trenches myself. So I'm talking about not just what I know, I'm talking about it through experience. And yet and still, I show up, which is what we can say for most people. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up and you will be blessed. Bye, y'all. You're only out when you give up.